Here are 5 stretches for your upper body and 5 stretches for your lower body. The first stretch we're going to do is for our pec muscles up here. So what I want you to do, I want you to find a corner here. And what we're going to do is we're going to put our arms up in a 90-degree angle here. And what I want you to do is I want you to lean your upper body into that corner. And you should feel a good stretch right in the pec area in the front. I want you to hold that for 30 to 45 seconds and then relax. Again, do it again. Maintain good posture, your core nice and tight, and then hold for 30 to 45 seconds. I would do this 2 to 3 times, and this is a great exercise before you work out anything in your upper body. It opens up your chest, and again, it helps to improve your posture. The next stretch we're going to do is for our neck and upper back. So a lot of times when we're on computers all day long, our shoulders hunch like this. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a gentle stretch for our trapezius and levator scapulae muscles. So what we're going to do is we're going to anchor our arm underneath our chair. That's going to hold your scapula down. And then what I want you to do is use your other hand to bring your head down towards the opposite knee. And what I want you to do is hold that for 30 to 45 seconds. Repeat on the opposite side. You can also play around with your angle of your head. So you may notice if I rotate more towards the outside of my knee, I feel more of a stretch. If I go more forward, and then you can also do more of the trapezius and you can go more lateral. And again, hold that for 30 to 45 seconds. The big key though is to anchor it underneath your chair, or you can even put your arm in your back pocket. That kind of holds that shoulder blade down, and then just lightly go down and away or more to the side. And this is a great stretch at loosening up those tight muscles up here where you get chronically tight. The next stretch we're going to do for our upper body is we're going to do a cat-cow. So what that's going to look like is we're going to drop our head forward, and then we're going to round our upper back. And then hold for 5 seconds, and then go the opposite way. Look up and drop that upper back as much as you can. This is going to be a position where we're often very tight because we get hunched over all day long. This is going to be a great position to hold. Hold for 5 seconds, and then repeat the opposite way. Good. Look up. Drop down. And up. And down. And depending on where you're tight, you may feel it more in the lower back. You may feel it more in between your shoulder blades. And what I would do is hold each position for 5 seconds and then repeat that 10 to 15 times. Again, this is a cat-cow. It's a great one for your thoracic mobility, your upper back, in between your shoulder blades, but also for the lower back as well. And it also helps to improve your posture. The next stretch we're going to do is called the open book stretch. So this is for your upper back, and what we're going to do is we're going to put our knees together, bent up slightly, our hands together out front like this. Now all we're going to do is open up our upper body just like a book here. So we're going to open up, reach back, and down, and open up, and back down. The big key with this one is you want to keep your knees still. You don't want to open up like that because then it's doing more of a stretch for your lower back and hips. We want this one right between the shoulder blades. And all we're going to do is we're going to open up again, hold for 5 seconds, and then bring it back. Ideally, what I want you to do is I want you to bring this arm back as far as you can go. So if you can go all the way down to the ground with this upper arm, that's fine. If you can only get to 90 degrees, but as you do more of this, you should get more range of motion. And again, hold each position for 5 seconds and repeat it for 10 times. Then you're going to flip over and do it the opposite way, 10 times, holding each stretch for 5 seconds. The next stretch we're going to do for our upper body is going to be using a foam roller. So the foam roller, what we're going to do is we're going to lay on it, we're going to position it in our lower back. We want it perpendicular to our spine, okay? And so what we're going to do is we're going to start in our lower back, we're going to make slight movements back and forth, up and down our spine, and finding any of these tender areas that may be tight. And what I want you to do is I want you to go back and forth 3 to 4 times and then move on to the next section. If you feel one area is really stiff, you can hold that for 10 to 12 seconds and then move on to the next section. So we're going to position this in our lower back. We're going to put our hands on our chest. And we're just going to go up and down Find any of these tender sections, often right between your shoulder blades, because again, we have poor posture. That's going to be an area where it's sensitive, or you may also feel it between that area between your mid back and lower back. It's another area that's get really sensitive. And just go back and forth, find those spots. If you find a spot, you can hinge over the foam roller, or you can just lay there and just hold that pressure on it. The foam rollers usually come in different densities. So black's going to be usually the firmest. There's a blue version, which is going to be more medium, or you can find a white foam roller, which is generally going to be softer. Just look it up online. It'll tell if it's soft, medium, or firm. For some people, I'd recommend starting off with the white one, which is the softest, because that's going to be less aggressive, and then work your way up as you get more mobility. The next stretch is for our hamstring muscles. So this is a seated hamstring stretch. So what we're going to do is we're going to extend out my right leg here, and all I'm going to do is I'm going to sit up nice and tall and maintaining good posture. I'm going to hinge forward at my waist, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to start to feel a stretch into my hamstring. Lean forward a little bit, and you should feel a good stretch in the belly of the muscle in the middle part of the hamstring here. You want to hold this for 30 to 45 seconds and then relax. Again, one of the big keys is to have good posture. So sit up nice and tall and then lean forward, and you should feel that stretch in that hamstring. Again, hold it for 30 to 45 seconds and repeat 2 to 3 times, alternating between the left and right side. The next stretch is going to be for our hips. So this is called a figure 4 stretch. This can be performed laying down, but I'm going to show you in a seated version. The seated version is great because you can do it at work, you can do it while you're traveling, or obviously at home. So what we're going to do is we're going to come to the edge of our seat, and what we're going to do is we're going to cross our left leg over our right. And all we're going to do is we're going to sit up real tall, chest tall, and we're going to hinge from our hips again, leaning forward. And what you're going to do is you're going to feel a real good stretch in your glute and hip rotating muscles here. And as you do this, what you'll notice is your knee will go down the more you stretch and the more flexibility you get. So what we're going to do is sit up nice and tall, and then we're going to just hinge forward at our waist. And depending on how tight you are, you'll be able to go more or less. And as you keep stretching it over time, you'll start to get more mobility, and the knee will start to go down. You could also apply a little overpressure to your knee, but I often will just start off nice and tall and then kind of hinge forward at your hips. If you slouch or round, you're not going to get that stretch. So the big key is to, again, sit up nice and tall, hold that for 30 to 45 seconds, and then repeat on the other side. And do both sides 2 to 3 times. If you're doing it at work, I would recommend doing it once in the morning while you're working, and then once in the afternoon. Just kind of breaks up the day, helps to loosen up the hips. But very important stretch for your hip mobility, which is going to help you move easier. One tool you can also use at home to help loosen up the tight muscles in your lower body is going to be a massage gun. So what we would do is we would apply the massage gun to the quadricep, and ideally you want to do it in a relaxed state, so your leg is just kind of relaxed. And all we're going to do is we're going to go up and down the quadricep and find any of these tender areas. And once we find a spot, we're going to go back and forth for 10 to 15 times and then move on to the next one. And what I would recommend is you focus on the middle portion right here and go up and down. We're not going to do it right on the kneecap. That's not going to feel comfortable. It's not going to hurt it just doesn't feel comfortable. And typically in through the midsection here, you're going to find one, or up higher where it attaches on your pelvis. That's an area where it's really sensitive. The next area of the quad I want you to work is going to be the lateral part of the quad. So we're going to work this portion here. The vastus lateralis muscle here gets very tight, and really important muscle though, and bulk of their quadricep muscle here. And usually about 4 inches up from the knee, you'll find a trigger point right in there. So work that, and then again, search that whole area back and forth. And then you can also work the inner part of the quad here, the VMO, and we're just going to go back and forth around in here. Just be careful, it can be pretty sensitive, so go lighter. A lot of times people go too aggressive to start. So that's the first thing I would do to stretch out the lower body, is to use a massage gun. You can also use that same massage gun on the hamstrings in the same position. So what we're going to do is a nice relaxed position here. We're going to work the outside part of the hamstrings here, and then we're also going to work the inside part here. Again, depending on where you're tight, you'll feel it more and less in one direction. You can also do this in a standing position, but you typically want to do it in a relaxed position here. So whatever you can relax the hamstrings the most, that works really well. Again, there's mainly two parts to the hamstring. So there's a lateral part and then a medial part, and just work both areas. Take note that the sciatic nerve does go right between the hamstrings. So if you feel any numbness or tingling, it means you're pressing too hard and possibly irritating that nerve. So just be aware of that and go a little bit lighter in that area. The next stretch we're going to do is for our hip flexors. So the quadricep muscles here get very tight from prolonged sitting. So a great stretch to do before you do any lower body exercises is to stretch this. And what we're going to do is we're going to grab our ankle and we're going to bring our heel towards our butt as far as you can go. You may only be able to get here, but eventually you'll be able to get more upright. And again, another key part to this stretch is to have really good posture, sit up nice and tall. You can hold on to a chair to get you more stability. And you're going to feel a real good stretch into the quadricep. One tip you can do is if you squeeze your glutes, you can get even more of a stretch into the quadriceps. Again, hold that for 30 to 45 seconds. Repeat on both sides and do that twice. The next stretch we can do for our lower body is to use a foam roller. So the foam rollers either come in different densities. So you have a black, which is going to be the most firm. Then there's a blue, which is typically going to be the medium. And then there's going to be white, which is the softest. What I would do is I recommend starting off with a white one. As you loosen up the muscles and get more mobility, you can go up in intensity, but often start off with a white one and work your way up. So the first way we're going to use that foam roller is for our quadricep muscle. So what we're going to do is we're going to put our right quad on the foam roller and the left one's going to be off. And what that's going to allow me to do, it's going to allow me to use my left leg and my left arm to move myself back and forth on the roller while concentrating that stretch on the quad. It takes some time to get used to it, but as you do it more, you'll be able to control your body more and more. And what we're going to do, we're going to work up and down that quad, find any of these tender spots, and then work it back and forth. And again, start all the way from above the kneecap and work all the way up. And what I want you to do is start off in the top side. What I want you to do, I want you to work the middle section of the quad and then ultimately rotate back and forth like that and work that quad area on the lateral side. Like I said, that lateral quad often on most people is going to be very tight. You'll find trigger points in that section, but it works really well. The other thing you can do for the lower body is you can also use it on your hamstring. To work the hamstrings using the foam roller, what we're going to do is we're going to position the roller kind of right around there, and we're going to use our upper body and their ankles here just to go back and forth. And again, finding those tender sections and work it like that. What I would recommend is to put both legs down at the same time. And then as you loosen up the muscles, you can put one leg on, one leg off, and it'll get in deeper. But this is a great way just to kind of loosen up those tight hamstrings. And again, I'd either use the foam roller or a massage gun to get in there and help to relax and loosen up those tight muscles. The next stretch we're going to do for our lower body is to do a glute stretch. And you can do this in bed, you can do this on the floor at the gym. And all we're going to do is we're going to bring our left knee towards our right shoulder. And we're going to grab around either our thighs or around our knee and just bring that up and towards that opposite shoulder. You'll feel this in the glute, but it works all the way from the upper hamstring, glute, and into the low back. And play around with it. You may feel more of a stretch if you go more just straight on or more towards the side. But typically I like to go right towards that opposite shoulder, and that's a great way. And you want to hold that for 30 to 45 seconds. Relax, do it on the other side, come back, do another 30 to 45 seconds towards that opposite shoulder. So those are 5 stretches for the upper body and 5 stretches for the lower body. I'll put links to all the products discussed in the video below in the description. If you have any questions, leave a comment below. Let me know if you have any other stretches that you would recommend for the upper body or lower body.